Hi, good evening, everyone. Am I audible to you? You all can give me a thumbs up if I am audible to you all. Okay, great. I can see the thumbs up. Okay, so how is everyone doing? Like, what all are you doing? And meanwhile, we start the webinar. I would like to know that what course are you pursuing, or have you completed your graduation, or in which year you are right now? So you can start posting it into the chat box. Are you looking for jobs, or you're not looking for jobs because the placement season is near? So let's see what audience do we have today. What about others? I can see there are a lot of participants. If I am audible to everyone, you can just start posting that what are you doing nowadays, and I can see three hands raised. Pooja, Nisar, and Ashwini. You want to say something? You can start posting it into the chat box. I'll address it. Okay. So Neha is pursuing MEd and it's a fourth sem. I even did my master's in political science. That's great, Neha. So Ashwini B Pharma fourth year, Sana B Pharma fourth year. Okay, B Pharma. So we have a lot of students from B Pharm today. Yes. Do you all know each other? Are you all friends? Okay, okay. So Nisar, Ashwini, Sana, they're all friends. Okay, so Sheil, all friends, same college. Okay, that's great. Okay, so friends are attending the same webinar. Okay, Ajay, BTech, graduation 6M. Okay, Kalpana, which course are you in right now? Okay, so what is the college of these friends? Which college are you all from? And Pooja is from Anesthesia Technology first year. Okay, Pharma D intern. Okay, Sanjana is an intern right now. And where are you doing this internship? We are waiting for some more people to join, and meanwhile, it will be very good if we interact with each other so that we can know each other better. Okay, so Creative Techno College, Angul, Odisha. Okay, Balde SSM College of Pharmacy, Vijaypur. Okay, great. BTech from SGSITS Ujjain. Okay, so I have a lot of students from B Pharma today, and some of you are searching for jobs. So, what kind of jobs are you all searching for? What is your job strategies? And you can start posting your questions if you have any related to job strategies. I know the webinar is all about that, but it will be very good if you post the questions, and we'll see at the end of the session if we have covered all the questions or not. Okay, we have a batch from Vijaypur. Hello, I am Isha Naik. I am BCom graduate and looking for job. Example, receptionist or any office work. Okay, CA finalist student looking for industrial training. Okay, Ayush. Okay, so what are your job strategies after getting graduated, or maybe whenever you are looking actively for jobs? What are some of the questions that come to your mind? That okay, fine. Should we be focusing more on resume and LinkedIn, or should we be preparing for interviews first? What kind of questions? How do you search for jobs, and how do you know that they are relevant for you? What kind of questions do you have in your head? Start posting them into the chat box. I'm addressing all. So I'm Jay. But okay, and pursuing BCA second year and looking for internship. Okay, Jay. Okay, Isha says interview. Okay, so we can move on to the next slide so that we can let. Okay, so the very first thing I would like all of you to know is what is EXL Career and what we are doing. So, EXL Career is a job prep platform for students, job seekers, and professionals looking for a rewarding job and career. So, right now, we all have our colleges, we all have our placement cells. In the placement cells, we always get the placements, we always get the companies, we always get that yes, what to do, how to do, but what we do not get is the assistance and guidance of what are the steps that are important to be taken before applying for jobs, or maybe when you apply for jobs, what are the basic steps that should be there into the consideration of the students of different degrees. Okay, so that assistance and guidance comes from organizations like these. So EXL Career is an organization which is trying to bridge the gap between the companies and of course the students. So students tend to say, as all of you are saying, that companies, there are a lot of companies we apply to but don't get any responses, we do not get even hired. So there is a recession in the market, and on the other hand, companies tell us that they have a lot of job openings, vacancies, but they do not get upskilled students and they do not get employees for their company. So it's a kind of a gap between both of these, wherein students have applied but companies aren't getting any skilled, you know um, batch of students. So we are trying to bridge the gap through our a personalized program designed by experienced career trainers and industry experts. We try to prepare you for your career goals. We try to give you the training, give you the mentorship, personalized coaching programs and counseling for career development so that you can get into your desired job role. Our team of dedicated industry professionals and career coaches work to help job seekers achieve professional goals. In that case, we are all here working for your benefit, and we are all here working for you to get your desired job role and get prepared thoroughly, from resume to LinkedIn, from your cover letter to your interviews, and from your spoken English communication skills to your soft skills, from your professionalism to your leadership qualities, problem solving abilities, strengths, weaknesses, and everything that is very necessary for you to get into your consideration before applying for jobs or even after getting the job. So all these things are covered in these programs. Okay, so now we are going to look at the agenda for today's webinar. So today's agenda starts with the very first thing, how to find your desired job. When I say desired job, there is a reason behind it. Because if I say how to find a job, anybody can find a job, because a job is very easy when it comes to different job profiles. If I want to work in a BDA department, business development associate, I can go out there. Even though I am from any of the degrees, if I want to work in a call service department, I can even go there. There are a lot of jobs and a lot of profiles, but desired means that suits your interest, your strength, your abilities. Whatever your resume is showcasing, you need to get a job which is aligned to your professional development, your professional skills, your professional experience. So in that case, you need to be in a desired job. How to access your skills and interest for job opportunities? Many of us blindly and bluntly apply to job portals without even thinking that, yes, are we interested into finance or accounting? Are we interested into the software development or maybe web development? We tend to forget that Java development and React JS development could not be the same. And we tend to forget that uh, every job role, okay, every job role, like if there is there are three job roles in a particular profile, BTech students can go for n number of job roles, but they are not suited for every job role they are applying to. There needs to be specialization, and you need to be very specific about the roles that you are capable of uh, doing. Or maybe I would say that your resume should showcase your abilities, your strengths, your skills, your experience towards a specific job role wherein you can show your expertise. And why am I saying that? Because HRs and companies are finding people who are specialized into one role. If one person would have been specialized in everything, then there would have been only one teacher in the school for all the subjects. But we do have different teachers for different subjects because they are specialized into different subjects. They have the knowledge of that particular subject, they have the experience, they have the skills, they have the interest. So they can guide you better. This is the only case, this is one example that I can give you wherein specialization takes place. Okay, the third thing is best practices for online job search. Now we go to Google, or maybe we go to naukri.com, and we go to LinkedIn, and whatever jobs are there, we keep on applying, and without even having the idea of like, is there anything that we are going wrong with? Okay, so Monica applied for 700 jobs. Do you take data in your notebook that why you are not getting these Have you ever tried to search on, try to consult anybody, or maybe try to talk to any of your seniors or any of the people who are in this particular industry? In that case, what happens is when you are searching for a job through online portals, you need to um, go through the JD properly, that what does the job description says, what is the company really asking for, is the company indulged into the products or the services that I am looking for. In that case, you need to self assess yourself, and you need to put in efforts, take it into consideration if you match the same profile that the company is looking for. So in that case, you save your time, and you also save your energy, because you try to relate yourself to the job description, and therein you get to know that yes, if this is relevant for you or not. So your time for applying, your time for waiting, and your time for working through all the applications is saved. Now let's come back to the fourth point, wherein many of the students have posted this in the chat box, that yes, a tailored strong resume and a cover letter are very important. I know many of you don't know the importance and necessity of writing a cover letter, but there is. Okay. So when you give your resume is very, very short. Like, people are nowadays looking for only one page of resume. Why? Because they need only the data which is specific and related to their own job description. But when you write a cover letter, it signifies what is not written in resume. The cover letter is not a summary of resume, and many people mistake it. Okay. So when I say writing a cover letter is important, it means that you are sending a letter of consideration, you are sending a letter of uh, when you send a cover letter to any of the organizations, you get into the attention of the other person, your name highlights over there. So that is the only motive of sending a cover letter. Second motive of sending the cover letter would be that you're mentioning why you are a good fit for this company, and why you are curious to work in such company. So in that case, people who have sent cover letters get more attention, and I would say that their resume and cover letter are considered by any of the HR, because they have put in the extra effort. Fifth would be job search mistakes to avoid. So there are a lot of job search mistakes that you do intentionally or unintentionally, but you do not know how to correct them, or even you do not know how to, how to know whether you are making a mistake or not. Because many of us think that no, we are not making a mistake, everything is going well, but only results are not coming. So if results are not coming, there might be something which we are doing wrong. So we need to take that in our mind. Okay. Next slide. If you have any questions in between, you can keep on posting them into the chat box. Okay, I will be addressing the questions. And if you have any doubts regarding what am I speaking, or anything which can help you as of now to understand whatever is there on your screen, please keep on posting it. Can you please share this PPT? I use the PPT is there on the screen. Like, is that visible to you? Yeah. So we'll be sharing the PPT after the webinar ends, of course, to your mail IDs. Don't worry. So as of now, if I talk about the job search strategies, so these are the methods used to help job seekers find employment opportunities that match their skills, interests, and career goals. Now, this is very clear, and I know a lot of you know this, that job search strategies are basically the methods that help you to fetch a job, and a desired job, I would say again, because it is related, or it should match to your skills, interest, and career goals. When I say skills, interest, and career goals, either you can go for accounting or finance. Okay, you cannot go for both at once because you are not specialized into both. Okay, you can either go for software development, or you can go for I would say, Java development. Because again, who one person who is specialized into Java can again go for software, but one person who is not specialized in Java cannot go for Java. But if you think you are going there, you would not be getting a job. That is the only motive of me telling you this. So if you have 5 job profiles, think first that your interest, skills, and your goals, your experience matches which job profile. Do not blindly apply for all the 5 profiles. That is one major mistake that everybody is doing right now, because we think that we can go to different job profiles, because We are a BCom graduate, we are a B Pharma graduate, we have spent 3 years in learning these subjects. So why can't we go for different job profiles? Because you are not specialized into one. Your skills doesn't show that you can go for any of the roles that you want. Okay, and if you want to be a multitasking person, you need to get that knowledge, that skills, that experience in your hand, so that anybody would like you to explore and you can expand your horizons once you get the experience. Yes, Ruxana, if you have any question, you can keep posting it in the chat box. I will be addressing that. So these strategies may include networking, job search platforms, researching companies, enhancing communication skills, and preparing for interviews. Now, many of you gave me a thumbs down when you said that you are not aware, you're not prepared for interviews. And when you say that, then you are not prepared for getting a job. Because for getting a job, the very first step is to be aware of the pointers to be taken care of while making your resume or optimizing your LinkedIn profile. And the second thing is to get apt information about apt practice of how to perform in interviews, how to be professional, how to improve your communication. Because right now, in every JD, one thing is common, whether it is from any organization, any department, any degree, any job profile, one point in the JD is common, which is the employee should have good communication. He or she should be proficient in English and should have good communication skills. So, when this is universally applicable to all the job profiles, all the career paths, and all the organizations, you should be knowing this, that this is of utmost importance. And herein, I would like to pose a question to all of you. How many of you think that communication skills are important for getting into a job? Give me a thumbs up right now if you think, if you agree to my point, that communication skills are important for getting a job. Okay, I can see a lot of thumbs up over here. So, my next question would be, how many of you can rate yourself a 9 on a scale of 10 regarding your communication skills? How many of you think that you all have proficient communication skills and you all can excel while speaking, while presenting yourself, while having a public speaking task, or maybe while initiating a conversation in a social event, or maybe while talking in a crowd of amongst a crowd of 200 people? How many of you think you all are proficient in your communication skills? Please give me a thumbs up. Okay, I can see only one down. And what about others? Everyone else is proficient in their communication skills? Okay, I can see one thumbs down more. Okay. Okay, I have a lot of students present over here, but I can see very less, you know, interaction. Why is it so? Are you all awake? Okay, great. So I can see one or two thumbs up, and everybody is giving me thumbs down. Okay, in that case, you really need to work on your communication skills. So, my only motive of asking these two questions is to tell you, is to, put it into your head that right now the need of the hour is to develop your communication skills as soon as possible. If you're thinking of getting into a job, if you're thinking of actively applying to jobs, improve your communication skills. The people who are in the end year, like who are in the last year of their colleges, tie up your laces, because this is the time wherein you can improve on your soft skills, on your communication skills. If you are thinking that after getting out of the college, after your graduation is completed, you are going to upskill yourself, no. You will just keep on wasting time sitting at home for 8 or 10 months, and then you will get a job which is like not worth. Okay, so you'll be wasting on that. Now there are 6 job search strategies that I would like here to mention, which are there on your screen. The first one being, identify your goals and strengths. Why do I say that? Because While making your resume, many of the students do not write a career objective. They do not have any objective in their head because they do not know which position to basically apply for. What is their strength area? What is their specialization, and in which field they really want to see themselves doing a job, or maybe they want to get the hands on experience of this. So, the very first step, even before making a resume, is to sit and think, where do you stand? Where do you want to go? Okay, try to relate that. The second being professional communication. Why do I say second being professional communication? Communication does not only mean to speak. Okay, spoken skills are different from entire communication skills. Spoken skills is just a part of communication skills, because communication is more about your verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication, business communication. And of course, when I come to business communication, you should be knowing how to write professionally, how to be very good at your vocabulary, how to write a cover letter, what all points or what all tenses, how to be grammatically correct while making a resume, while optimizing your LinkedIn profile, while adding details to any of the forms that you fill for applying. So in that case, you should be very professional. Where are you writing? What are you writing? What are all the necessity? What all are the necessary things you need to include, and what all is just a trash? Okay. Third would be update your resume and cover letter and LinkedIn. So these three things need to be there. Your resume should stand out, your LinkedIn should be optimized, and your cover letter should be there whenever you're applying for jobs. Okay. Does language matters to work in other states, like specific state languages? I would say that yes, there are some organizations who work with specific regional languages. They want you to know this regional language. For an example, basically in the southern part of India, or you can say in the southern part of your, yeah, of course, India only. You need to know Malayalam, Tamil, and Telugu, or maybe Kannada for some of the organizations, though it is not a mandatory thing. It's preferred more. If you are from that background, if you know those state languages, it becomes easier for you to communicate with those people. And of course, the people who know these languages are preferred, are given a preference over the people who do not know. Okay. Fourth would be research companies. Now, when you have made your resume, you have written your cover letter, you are ready with your LinkedIn profile. The fourth comes in to research the companies. Okay. The companies which you are applying to, you should be knowing details about it. If you're unaware of the company, like I applied to 50 companies, then whenever someone calls me, I'm very confused that, okay, fine, I applied somewhere, but I really don't know what is the company doing. And when the other person asks me that, do you know about the company? We end up saying no. We have just read the job description. But job description does not give you all the details. And one more thing I would like to mention over here, I know many of you do not read the job description. You just, take a look at it, find the most highlighted things. Okay, fine, this is there in my resume. Or maybe at times your resume does not even include everything which is there in the job description, but you still think that, okay, fine, let me just apply. What if I get the reply from there? This should not be the attitude. Okay, do research your companies well, have good information about the company's culture, about the company's products and services, about what is the company offering, what are the development strategies of the company. Go through the website. It takes only 15 to 20 minutes for you to do that. Okay. Fifth being effective networking. So whenever you are making your profile on LinkedIn, it becomes important for you to, book your sorry it becomes important for you to look up at the people who are working in the same field, the people who are there in the same company, the people who are doing the same job as you want to do in the future years. So for all the B pharma or M pharma students, do you all have a good network? Do you all try to research on what are the people doing, what are their experiences when they are getting the hands on experience of the job market? What are the benefits and what are the disadvantages, and anything that you try to discuss with? I know a lot of you do not take this into consideration, but we learn from others, we learn from others experiences, and this is what we look for in the Google reviews as well. So when you try to talk to and connect to people through LinkedIn, or maybe in different workshops, or maybe any time, so therein you build a network. And while saying that, I would like to post the LinkedIn ID of EXL Career so that you can be there with us connected and get to know about different job webinars, different job search strategies, and of course, the points you need to remember. So, we have posted the LinkedIn ID link in the chat box. Do connect with us over there, because right now I am just telling you what is the importance of networking. Okay. So, I think you all have the link, and do connect over there. And I have a question: certificate course will be started or not? Okay, I could not understand, Neha, what you are basically asking. Can you rephrase it and let me know? Okay, so the last, job search strategy becomes preparation for interviews, that we have already discussed. That how many of you are prepared for interviews and how many of you are not. While saying that, I would like to tell you all that. Yes, preparation for interviews is really important, because nowadays we do not know how to answer in a particular interview, whether it's a virtual interview or it's a walk in interview. There are a lot of things you need to take in your head. There are a lot of questions while starting from your introduction. Interview goes on for 40 or 45 minutes, but the interviewer gets an idea of what kind of an individual you are, or maybe are you a good fit for the company or not, within just 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, the way you are speaking, the way you are presenting yourself, even before you start answering, the way you are sitting, the way you have your background, as the way you are wearing your clothes, the way you are showcasing your body language, the facial expressions, the greetings, the salutations, everything is a part of interviews. Everything is a part that is noticed to give you a job. Okay, so in that case you need to be very, very careful how you represent yourself. Okay, so that is one thing. These are the major 6 job search strategies that I would like to mention here, so that you can take care of these when you are applying for jobs from now. Let's move on to the next slide. Do you have any of the questions for me? You can keep on posting it into the chat box. And as many of you have a lot of queries, for an example, what course can we do after getting a BCom degree? So, can we go for MBA? Do we go for MCom? What is the benefit of getting the MCom? Or maybe, okay, in the first webinar, it was said that certificate will be given and after a course will be initiated, and that certification will be on communication skills. Neha, for this, right now we are not providing any certificates for the webinars, but of course we do have our courses and programs wherein you can enroll with us and you will be getting a certification. I think the team will be contacting you through the mail, and from there you can get the information about the same. And I'll do it on the priority basis today. Okay. Second thing is that I was saying, okay, fine, we have one more question. I'm currently practicing in taxation domain and I want to switch my field on banking and finance. What additional things I should do? Okay, so this is what I was, you know, talking about. I use that we do have a lot of questions and we do not have any of the answers for these questions. Whenever we get graduated, there are a lot of job queries. There are a lot of you know problems related to what are soft skills, what all things we need to pursue. Do we go for internships or volunteer experiences, or do we go for any programs or courses, boot camps? And there are a lot of questions that says that getting into a full-time job and negotiating the salary, how to do that, on what job portal should we go, how to make a resume, how to optimize LinkedIn, how to make a network. And there are a lot of questions that ponders we that bounces up in our head. So for that we have organized, and we are organizing a workshop for career planning. Okay, it's from the step 1. Okay, and we are covering all the questions possible to let you know that what are the probable advantages, disadvantages, how you can go with the courses, programs, how you can enroll into different internships, and you can apply for different volunteer experiences. Everything will be covered in these workshops. Different kinds of uh, you know degree students, different kinds of students who want to get into different profiles, who want to explore what is the requirement of different profiles, what are the eligibility criterias in one job profile, how many career paths do we have. Every information will be given over there. So we are posting a link of a workshop wherein you can place your seat. You will be getting a chance to ask as many questions as you can, and all questions will be addressed by our mentors, by our expertise industrialists. And of course you will be getting a good idea of how to plan your career, how to self assess yourself on the basis of your skills, interest, and how to go with the process of getting into interviews, and how to make your resume, and how to address problems that you face while applying for jobs. Why don't you get a lot of replies when you apply for a lot of jobs? So all these questions will be there. There is the link that we have posted just into the chat box. Go over there, okay, and you know fill up your seat fast. And I have one more question, Ayush. I will be addressing this question in the workshop or maybe in the one-on-one session. So we do have our spoken English and interview sessions in which you can come, you can book it and book a slot over there to get all the answers to your queries which are related to communication skills, or maybe which are related to your interview preparation or spoken English. We are posting a link in the chat box for your spoken English and interview preparation um, one-on-one session. In that session, you can ask these doubts, because it would be something wherein I have to go through your profile, Ayush, and after going through your profile, I can assist you better. So we have posted two links right now, one career planning workshop and the other one is spoken English and interview readiness sessions. Please fill in these workshop and session links so that you can get a better idea of how to go for the jobs. All the students from the same colleges, all the friends who have come here today for the webinar, if you all will be looking actively for jobs after 6 months or 1 year, do fill these forms, because anytime these will be very helpful if you get this information right now. Okay. And Neha, what is the difference between soft skills and communication skills? So, communication skills are just a part of soft skills. Soft skills are the behavioral traits that we showcase when you go to a workplace, or maybe whenever you are applying for jobs. Soft skills basically includes your leadership skills, your analytic skills, your problem solving skills, your teamwork skills, collaboration skills. So, all the kinds of skills that you learn or maybe you should possess while doing a job, these are called soft skills. Okay. And I think, Ruxana, can you please turn off your mic, like, can you please mute your mic as it is making somewhat disturbance? Okay, thank you. And we are moving forward to the identification of your goals and strengths. So, before starting your job search, it's important to have a clear understanding of your career goals and strengths. This will help you focus your search on positions that align with your interest and skills. Okay, so first thing that I have told you many a times is to sit, think, where do you want to go? Where do you stand and where do you want to go? Okay, when you do that, you need to identify your skills. Okay, fine. I have these many skills and it aligns to the profession of being into the finance. Good. So I will be applying for the jobs which are related to the finance, and I will not be applying to the jobs which are related to banking, investment, and any other profiles, because this is something that I do not have skills and expertise in. So that is wherein you identify, or I would say that is wherein you self assess yourself on the grounds of how much capable you are of getting into a job profile. Second would be list your interest. Now, if you're interested into finance, you will be having those skills. If you're not interested into finance, you won't be having the skills. So, of course, an individual develops the skills according to the interest they have into a particular subject. For an example, if I am from a commerce background, I have five subjects into my head, that is English, accountancy, business studies, economics, and mathematics. I would not be interested in all the five. I would have one subject as my priority. Priority means that I would be specialized into that. I would be very curious to learn more about that particular subject, and accordingly, I choose the graduation course I want to enroll in. Similarly, when you are going for a job, you need to specify which job role you have expertise in. So that is the only thing I want to tell you, and these are just examples from where you can understand. So I think that yes, this will help you to understand what am trying to say right now. Third point is to research careers that match your skills and interest. So these are three steps. First, you need to identify your skills, list your interest, and then research your career path according to your skills and interest. Of course, it will be an easy job for you when you have to relate both of these. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So, you need to update your resume, LinkedIn, and cover letter. So, this is again very important when I say resume, LinkedIn, and cover letter. So, you need to use a professional format. So, for resume, for cover letter, you should be very good at your professional communication skills that I've already told you, because whatever you are writing should have some of the seriousness. It should have some of the weightage. It should have some of the relevance and alignment according to the job profile you are looking for. It should showcase your skills, your strengths, your capabilities. Why do you want to join the company, or why are you a good fit for the company in your cover letter? Or maybe your resume should be showing the industry related keywords. It should be showing specifically which job role you're looking for, and accordingly you'll be adding your skills, your experience, your awards and certifications, your projects, or any of the volunteer experiences that you have had. Okay, so make sure your resume and cover letter are up to date and tailored to the positions you are applying for. Make sure your LinkedIn profile is up to date and accurately reflects your skills, experiences, and career goals. I have seen a lot of students who do not add on the descriptions in the LinkedIn. Even your about me section is just for like 200 to 300 words, if I am not wrong. Though the about me section gives you a space of more than 2600 words. So try to utilize that space, okay, and write a lot of stuff about you, but not irrelevant stuff, I would say. You should be going for your interests, your skills, your strengths, your journey from a student to a professional. What are you looking for? What you are capable for? Everything which is important for the other recruiter to know, so that they can consider you for a job profile. Okay. Okay, so for this, first thing is to use a professional format. Second thing is to highlight your accomplishments. And the third thing is to use relevant keywords. Why keywords I'm focusing on? Because we have a ATS software for checking on your resumes. Only the ATS friendly resumes get shortlisted. And even after that, um, when they get shortlisted, they check on you. Ma'am, for example, if a student is applied in HSBC for an intern. So referral of an employee, will it give an edge or not? Of course, Ayush, it will, because referrals of all, like if it is not only about an internship, but if you have referrals for any of the job roles that you're applying for, it would give you an edge over others. Okay, I think I'm clear on that. And if not, you can again tell me if there is any other doubt, and we can move on to the next slide. Okay, so herein somebody asked me that what are the job portals which are safe. So I would say that every job portal is safe, but right now the five internship platforms that we have are Internshala, StuMags platform, 2019, Let's Intern, Intern World. If you want to get into the internships, volunteership experiences, or even part-time jobs, because Internshala is one of the platforms wherein we are getting a lot of jobs, a lot of part-time jobs, internship experiences, volunteership experiences for NGOs as well. If you really want to get the hands-on experience of how to work in a certain profile, you need to know about the job market, you need to explore. Keep doing that when you are in college, because after the college you won't be having the option and the time of exploring different profiles. You will only have to stick to one and work accordingly to get the specialization of that particular profile, so that you can grow and develop your career. Okay, don't waste your time in exploring after your graduation. The students who are in the third year of their colleges, or maybe in the second year of their colleges, keep on applying to different internships. So you have these platforms wherein you can go and apply for internships. Okay, And the second column says top 5 job portals. Right now LinkedIn is the first job portal wherein you're not even getting the jobs, you are getting the employees, you are getting the recruiters, you have the option of sending them cold emails. You can even contact the HRs directly, you can even follow up the job profiles you have worked or you have applied for, because whenever you're applying for any of the jobs into the LinkedIn, you get who is the hiring manager, who is looking forward to your applications. You can directly follow them, you can come into contact with those people, you can send them cold HRs, you can get a follow up from them, you can try to connect, and you can try to even look for other job opportunities that they will be posting in the future. So, of course, many of you do not do that. Okay, keep doing this. Second would be Indeed, Naukri.com, Found It, and Shine. All these platforms will be giving you good job opportunities, but you should be relevant. Your skills, interest, your profile, your experience should be relevant to the job profiles. Then only you are getting the replies. Okay, next slide. So, next slide says effective networking. When I say networking, I've just given you one example of how to connect to people. When you're applying for jobs, try to connect to the hiring managers so that you can be aware of what all is going into the market. And you can even send them cold HR emails, follow ups, and of course, they will be considering you because you are trying to, you know, be into consideration every now and then. Networking is an important part of job search. When you try to build in a network with people and try to communicate, that basically enhances your application. How do I say that? Of course, if I am hiring for some profile, I have 100 applications. But if any two of the people are telling me, or maybe texting me, or maybe sending me emails with a follow up, or maybe when they are giving me a cover letter with why should I hire them, or maybe why are they a good fit for the company, I would be considering them. I would have their names in my head on, or maybe whenever I look for the applications, I will always have this in my mind that okay, fine, I had two students who were very curious to be a part of this. So I might take it into consideration, even though there is any of the minor mistakes in their resume. So again, networking becomes important, and networking is also important to get a good idea of what is the job market all about, what will you get as your roles and responsibilities in a certain job profile. If you get into the network of people, you try to get more opportunities, more information, and if you build a network, it will be beneficial for your own good in every way. Okay, so you also need to be able to listen actively to their feedback and suggestions. You can even talk to people who are again having experience of 5 to 7 years and even more than that, that what has been their personal experience of this job profile, what kind of interest and strengths do you need to develop. And Ayush also asked me one question, which was you are in taxation and you want to switch your field on banking. So you can connect with people who are there in banking and finance and tell them that okay, fine, this was something that I was in and right now I want to there. So what are the skills and interests that I need to develop? What is your personal experience? What are things that I need to focus on? So this is one thing, they can give you a practical idea of how things are going. Of course, I will also give you once I need to go through your profile, I would have a good discussion with you. I think you have filled in the session link, and you're working on that. So we look forward to it. Okay, let's move on that how we can build this network. Okay, so herein we have one, fact, LinkedIn facts on the screen. I would like all of you to focus. Okay, so the very first thing you can read is over 25 million LinkedIn profiles are viewed every day. So there are 25 million profiles that people come across, which are viewed every day. The first thing is increase in LinkedIn views by including a photo. Many of you do not have a photo, and even if you have your photo, it is not professional. You have a photo of the mountains, enjoying with your goggles, sitting on a beach side, or maybe you have a photo picture uploaded wherein you are in a wedding and you're giving a pose of your side profile. No, it's not a social media account wherein you need to look good. It's a professional platform wherein you'll be applying for jobs. It would be very good for you if you give a, closure of your face, straight profile, and of course informals with a normal background. I would not say that it should be a single color background, but if not single color, but of course it should be a normal background. Okay. Second would be 1 out of 3 professionals on the planet are on LinkedIn. Okay. So now nowadays everyone who is there in the job market is making a profile on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is wherein you can build a network. On social media, you try to connect globally with your friends and family. On LinkedIn, you try to connect globally with your recruiters, HRs, and employees and people who are in the workplace. Okay. Mashable company page with the most engaged following. Okay. You need to follow. There are a lot of companies which have most engaged following. Try to search on LinkedIn, try to spend half an hour on LinkedIn so that you can get more knowledge about how to work over there. Okay, what are the job posts? There are a lot of groups, there are a lot of companies, there are a lot of employees, job postings. Get a good knowledge of LinkedIn. Conversations per minute occurring in LinkedIn groups. So every minute LinkedIn groups are posted with one or the other things, and these are very important. If you consider them, then they are the personal experiences at times, they are the, you know job postings at times, then there are the news, or maybe there is, of course, in the ID sector you get a lot of things to know when you are a part of a group. Okay, you can have global opportunities, national opportunities. In India there are a lot of startups, there are a lot of firms, there are a lot of organizations that are posting jobs, but we hardly get on them because we have we have this in head because recession is there. Okay, we do not try to put in our efforts, push ourselves to get into these and be a part of these groups, but it is important again. Percentage of LinkedIn visits via mobile, 41%. Okay, so herein it is showing you that, okay, fine, 41% of the people are having LinkedIn visits via mobile, others are using laptop. So they are spending a lot of time and efforts on your LinkedIn profiles. 1 in 20 LinkedIn profiles belongs to recruiters. So in every 20 profiles, one is the profile of the recruiter. Again, you have many recruiters, many HRs on LinkedIn, try to connect with them, build in a network, follow up. Okay. Next, professional communication. We have already discussed what is communication. Now, in your job search, you'll be sending emails, making phone calls, attending interviews. It's important to have good written and verbal communication skills to make a positive impression on potential employers. As I said, spoken English skills are not communication skills. Yes, they are, but not only communication skills include spoken skills, but it also includes the written and verbal communication. It also includes the non-verbal, your body language, facial expressions, gestures, hand gestures, the way you are presenting yourself, the way you are showcasing your skills, strength, everything is noticeable. So, when you are sending emails, making phone calls, attending interviews, everything is a part of professional communication and you need to develop it. Make sure to use professional language, be concise and clear, and listen actively. Do not use slangs like, I want to do that, I want to go there, wanna, gonna. These are slangs. Try to avoid these. Do not use casual languages, do not try to be friendly. I would say be friendly, do not be over friendly with people, try to maintain boundaries. And of course, by professional I mean you should have a professional vocabulary, you should have good business English, you should know what is business English, why is it important, and of course why you need to develop that business English, how will it be beneficial for you. Okay, so you can say that today's homework for everybody would be to know more about what is business English, why business English, why is it beneficial for you, and how you can develop it. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Market research. Okay, so there is this picture on the, you know screen. Please zoom it if you are not able to see, but there are some of the short icons that have something to say. So market research starts with target. What is the target? The company, of course. Survey. Try to research, try to get on a survey that, okay, fine, make a list of questions and try to give it an answer in yes or no. Is it fulfilling your demands and requirements or not? Market gap. Okay, what is the reputation of the company in the market? How is it performing? What are the development strategies? Again, is there any market gap or not? Analytics. Try to analyze how you will be a suited person for this. Statistics, customer trends, and evaluation. So, all these are steps for market research. Herein, you are spending time on researching about the company, assessing yourself, relating your skills and interests to the company, and of course, evaluating on the basis of all the points which are necessary for getting into that job, or maybe considering that job as a good fit for you. Do not even think that you are only the good fit for the company. You need to get a good company for you as well. No, of course not, Ayush. The very first question that you come across in interviews is, can you walk me through your CV? So when you walk, when you give a description of whatever is mentioned in your CV, you get a lot of questions, a lot of queries that HRs have. Why this job? Why did you leave this job? Why are you changing your career line? Okay, describe a situation when you handled a difficult manager or a colleague. Describe a situation when you had a lot of tasks and you did not cope up, or describe a situation wherein you set a goal for yourself but you failed. So a lot of questions comes in between when you are giving a description of whatever you have mentioned in the resume. So of course there are questions from your resume because that is the only document they have in hands. But of course there are questions outside the resume as well to check on what kind of an individual you are and how capable are you in solving the real world problems. Okay. Okay, so researching companies that you are interested in working for and find out about their culture, values, and mission. This will help you to determine. Okay, in technical round only. In technical round, they will be asking you all the technical points. I would say if you're working on the technologies or if you're working on the maybe accountancy, so they will be not asking you questions. They will be, of course, posing the questions of accountancy from you, and you need to solve that. If you are in the IT sector, you need to solve the codings, you need to give the programs and prepare it and right now solve all these problems. So technical rounds are on the basis of your technical skills. Interviews would be on the basis of your communication skills, your soft skills, your ability of preparing an answer, convincing the other person, and of course, you need to be very honest in whatever you do. Okay, and I was saying that you need to research about the companies, and this will determine if the company is a good fit for you. This was something that I was talking about, that you should also be looking forward to which company is a good fit for you. Okay, next slide. So, if you can see the screenshot, I have written job search companies in India for BTech students. And when I searched that, you have a lot of companies. We have GET Confirmation, Mercedes, Bengaluru, Karnataka via LinkedIn. Of course, this is on LinkedIn. When you search for another, if you can see another, it is BTech Engineer, MBA, MCA, BCA, BCom, confidential company name, Gurugram, Haryana via foundit.in. We have given you this. Foundit is there in the job portals. Third would be engineering jobs, innovative engineering solutions, IES, Chennai, Tamil Nadu via LinkedIn. So if you search it this way on Google, you are going to get a lot of companies. And second thing, if you can see, you have past 3 days. That means that all the job postings from the past 3 days you'll be getting full time, work from home, engineering manager. You have profiles, you have different filters to apply on. Try to research this ways. You have a lot of companies on Google, you have a lot of job portals, and then when you are applying over there, try to go through what kind of company is this, what is this doing, research the company well, try to connect with the people who are working in this company, and this is how you are going for your job search. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. What kind of questions they may arise for freshers in the interview? Okay, so first thing, you need to work on your English. So the question should be, what kind of questions they might ask?
to the freshers in the interview, or you can say it like what kind of questions freshers might come across in the interviews. So for freshers, the questions are what kind of skills do you have. Of course, they can ask you that, okay, fine, walk through the resume. Why didn't you do any internship, or maybe why didn't you enroll yourself in any of the volunteership experiences? What kind of skills do you have? Why are you interested in this job profile? Why are you a good fit for the role? And when it comes to negotiation of your salaries, you do not have anything strong in your hands, because we end up saying we are freshers, so we are, happy with whatever you give, because right now we need to get the experience. So of course you'll be paid less on that grounds. So there should be a strong answer to the negotiation of the salaries when it comes to how capable you are, or maybe you should have some grounds of giving that salary. Okay, so we can discuss it in the one-on-one sessions. I think you have got your answer as of now. Okay, second, if you can see the screenshot on the screen, it says software development developer. And when I click on people, I get a lot of people who are working in the same field. And if I talk about the very first is Kanishka Kaushik, software developer, Gurgaon, and she's a software developer at L1 data. Okay. So then there is Akshit Parekh. He's also a software developer in Delhi. Then Nidhi V, software developer at Chetu INC. Then there is a software developer, Gurugram again. So you're getting a lot of people who are there in Delhi, Gurugram, because I stay in Delhi. So I will have people who are near to my places, or maybe who are there in my circle. So it will be showing me a lot of people who are working in the same profile. I can connect with them. If I write if I write B Pharma, if I write B Tech, B Com, and any of the job profiles like finance, banking, taxation, I will get a lot of people. Try to connect with them, try to talk to them, try to find out some advices. It will take just 5 minutes of your day to do that, but you will get a advice of lifetime. Okay, try to build in your network that ways. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Interview preparation. We have already discussed about interview preparation. Why are these important? These become important because if you are not clearing your interviews, you are not fetching job. If you are not good at your interviews, you are not considered a good applicant. If you are not prepared for your interviews, you end up messing up things. If you're not prepared, you cannot answer all the questions which are asked in an interview. So you need to be very particular on your preparation. So prepare for interviews by researching the company, practicing common interview questions, and preparing questions to ask the interviewer. In that case, when I say that, you can even share your queries with us in our spoken English and interview preparation session. We have already posted the link in the chat box. Please go over there, book your sessions from there. We'll have a one-on-one session wherein you can discuss any of your queries related to spoken English and interview preparation. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So, we are at the end of the webinar today, but before going on with the programs that is showcased on your screens, I would like all of you to post any of the questions related to the webinar as of now. And if you have not placed your seat for the career planning workshop, do it now, because trust me, it's very important for you to know what are the basic steps, what are the answers to your queries when you plan your career in one job profile. So you need to know what are all the things for your consideration, what are all the things necessary and important for you to know before planning your career. Do do it, like place a seat. It's like you are getting some knowledge. Do attend these workshops and these events. This will be of a lot of importance to your uh, you know knowledge. And second would be, you can again improve your spoken English and be interview ready by filling the form that we have just sent you right now in the chat box. Okay, let me talk about the job and interview prep program. This is a program wherein we are helping you with building your CV and LinkedIn. We have our job search strategy. The interview was on job search the webinar was on job search strategy. So I think many of you have an idea of what are the job search strategies, how to go with it. So again, the interview preparation is very important. You know the importance of job search strategies. You know everything which is important for you to right now fetch a job, or maybe prepare for getting into a job, a good and desired job. So you can go through this program details on the website of EXL Career as well. And if you want to enroll with us in this program, do attend the session and be a part of this program. This is a certification program wherein you'll be having the experts with you. You'll having mentors who can answer to your questions, queries, and get you prepared for the upcoming placements. Okay. Next program that we are offering is spoken English. As we have all discussed the importance of communication skills and why communication skills are important for fetching a job, right now, if you are not good at your spoken English, you need to improve it. Okay. Not only because you are going to work in a job or maybe you're going to work in a company, but it is very important for you to develop these because you need to build in confidence. You need to have that skills in yourself that you can stand in front of 200 people and speak on whatever topic is given to you. You should have a fearless approach of public speaking. You should be very confident while presenting a presentation or a PPT in front of a crowd of 15 people, or maybe I would say in a meeting of 15 people, including your seniors, your CEOs. So in that case, you need to have a very good spoken English. In spoken English, we cover LSRW, which is listening, reading, speaking, writing skills, grammar, and vocabulary. We'll also be getting to know how to frame the interview answers, how to negotiate your salary and everything. And you will also be getting the uh, activities of group discussions, networking, everything would be there. So I would recommend this spoken English program to all of the students who want to improve their communication skills. Again, if you want to discuss more in this on this basic program, you can book the session and we can have a one-on-one discussion on the same. Next program, soft skills programs. So why am I recommending this to you? Because nowadays every company is looking forward for people who are not only skilled in their technical, but they are also they also possess soft skills. So in that case, you should be good with your communication skills, as I've said, non-verbal, verbal, business, and written, and negotiation skills, the way you are effectively communicating with others to achieve a mutually beneficial outcome. And networking soft skills is not only about communication skills, it's much more than that. We have a lot of skills that need to be there to solve the real world problems, decision making skills, problem solving skills, stress management, leadership skills. So there is a lot. Okay, so for the people who really want to upskill yourself, who really want to get the knowledge of how are things being done, how are workplace problems are solved, do go for the soft skills programs wherein you'll be getting a lot of knowledge about networking, negotiation skills, and communication skills. If you really want to get the details of these programs, you can go through the website and even you can connect with us over the mail. Okay. And with this, I am ending today's webinar. So thank you for being a wonderful audience. And we have the question and answer session open for all of you. If you have any questions, you can start posting them into the chat box. And it would be very beneficial if you can give us a feedback of how did you feel today? What was your learning? And was this webinar a justice to your expectations? If you want to connect with us, you can email us at hello@exlcareer.com. And if you want to contact us, we do have our contact number as well. Can you please show the contact details as well on the screen? So the contact number is therein. You can connect with us over there. I'm currently working with EXL Career Ayush, and I am a soft skills trainer. I am a TESOL certified soft skills trainer. Okay, if you have any questions, start posting them. If you do not have any questions, we are going to end the webinar. Okay, I don't think so. Anybody has any questions, and everybody is leaving. So, with that, I would like all of you to wish I would like to wish you all the best. I would like all of you to grow and develop in your careers. And if you have any problems in doing that, you can always contact us. EXL Career would be helping you it in any way out. And thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. Thank you so much for attending these webinars. For getting more information, follow us on our LinkedIn profiles. And thank you.